Welcome to the Astro Weekly Forecast for the week of March 18th through to the 24th. This is a pivotal week in the forecast. The energy is now shifting big time, and it's going to be intensifying. So, for those of us who've been in Pisces season and feeling like you're just kind of floating around on this like watery cloud, don't know where to go, feeling lots of emotions and intuition, and maybe just a lot of stuff coming up, that is Pisces season. And we are drawing Pisces season to a close on Monday, March 18th. So on this day, the moon is in Cancer, which is a very sensitive sign. And the moon is going to make an aspect to Mercury, which is our mind. So the moon is our emotions and the way that we feel, our connection to women, our intuition, and the way we process emotions. It's our emotional matrix. And the way that we are then thinking about things are going to come into a bit of a clash. So it's the last day of Pisces season. So there's going to be things coming to the surface now, emotions, triggers, feelings, and you're going to feel like head versus heart, where your head knows what it's doing and your heart knows what it wants to do, but the two can't really reconcile today. And it's very fast transit, but because it's the end of Pisces season, we're in the last degrees, it's going to feel like something's coming up to the surface for you to see it, to witness it, to acknowledge it. A great day to journal. Because on on Tuesday, March 19th, we have the sun moving into Aries. Welcome to the spring equinox, a brand new year. Happy New Year! This is the new zodiacal year. So as the sun moves into Aries, we are now starting off the new cycle of a 12 zodiac cycle. And this, Aries season, if you don't have a ticket to our Aries Ignite the Flame Within workshop, I encourage you to get a ticket. There's still spots available. It's online, so anyone can join. And anyone who buys a ticket will also then have access to the replay. So get yourself in while you can, because this is going to be amazing. My good friend Elise is going to be doing a clearing, energetic clearing of all the things that are no longer serving us, that are coming to the surface now, like the last remnants of Pisces season, and now setting the intention. I'm going to help you set the intention according to your zodiac sign as to what is coming for the year ahead for you, right? And really set the intention, consciousness to walk forward into this new energetic year in a way that feels so aligned to your goals and dreams, right? So let's do that. So as the sun moves into Aries, we are now bringing back the fire, right? Aries is a cardinal fire sign, meaning that it's a time to start spring. It's a time of renewal, of growth, that spark of life. Aries is our passion and purpose, that spark that drives us into this world. And it's ruled by Mars, which is our egoic will to move forward. So this is energy of really reclamation, of renewal, restoration, growth, right? This is the time of like buds are coming to kind of sprout, but also growth below the surface as well, right? We're planting deep roots at this point in time. So the spring equinox, astrological new year, the shift brings a burst of energy, igniting the desire for new beginnings and self-expression. Embrace the opportunity to take bold initiatives and assert your individuality. These are Aries words. But Mercury is entering retrograde on this day. So what this means is, and it's in Aries as well, so you want to pay attention to what you are thinking, what you are wanting to bring about, what you are writing, what you are speaking, right? All the ways that we communicate is Mercury. So at this point in time, Mercury is entering retrograde, meaning that during this time of March 19th to April 1st, this is a time now where you're going to be putting things into motion that are going to be revised, reviewed, reassessed, realigned. So it might not feel like it because you're like, no, I'm just moving ahead. This is like my new year. I'm putting things out there, doing the things, maybe launching a course, writing about things, speaking into existence your goals. And then from April 1st to the 25th, so next month, April 1st to 25th, that is when Mercury is going to be retrograde in Aries. So it's going to be asking you, why are you passionate about these things? Why is this your egoic will to move forward? Is your ego telling you that this is the thing that you're supposed to do because your parents said, or because your friend said, or because a coach said, you got to do the thing, right? Why is this coming up for you? What is coming up now for you to see it in a new way from April 1st to April 25th. So notice there's going to be a spark of life coming back. There's going to be fire coming back into your being at this point in time. And just pay attention. Great time to journal because it's going to help you when you go into the retrograde season as to why. What is coming up now? Oh, I was thinking about these things and I'm seeing them in a new light, right? And maybe you want to launch a podcast, and then all of a sudden someone launches a podcast at the same time. And you're like, all right, you know what? Everyone's launching a podcast right now. Maybe I don't want to. And you actually see them falter. You see them doing, it's hard, right? Consistency, and something doesn't work out in the algorithm, and then they're struggling. And then you're like, oh, maybe I can learn about what they're doing and make my launch better. Or maybe it brings to your awareness that, oh, maybe I don't actually want to launch a podcast. That feels too heavy. Or maybe it reignites a spark in you. Like, if they could do it, why not me? You know what I mean? Like, so it can take you in a bunch of different ways. You are an individual. I can't tell you how it's going to affect you. I mean, if I look at your chart, it could probably give you some inclination, but really it's about what is coming up for you. How are you feeling with things? What's triggering you in the outside world to reassess, review, realign, the rule of re's in Mercury retrograde that's coming up at that time. So we are entering this season now as of March 18th to September 1st. You are going to be going through that period of time that you are going to then review and reassess and realign. How do I know that? Is because the degrees that Mercury is going over in the zodiac, it will retrograde over those degrees again. Right. And remember, planets don't go backwards, right? It's a mathematical calculation relative to the earth. It's all you have to know. You don't have to worry about, you know, if your brain hurts, deep breath, let it go. It doesn't really concern you, right? You just have to know the effects of you. So really cool to know. This is why I love astrology so much, because we can watch these themes, we can watch these cycles, and we can start to track them in our own life, right? The next major aspect is Thursday, March 21st, and we have two aspects on this day. So one is the sun is sextile to Pluto. This is a time where there's a really encouraging transformation and empowerment. So coupled with this this Aries energy, we're also having this sextile to Pluto is like, we want to get things done. We want to clear out the clutter. We want to, nothing is going to like let us hold us back. This is inner strength, allowing for personal growth and positive changes. Embrace the opportunity to delve deep into the depths of your psyche and uncover hidden insights and regenerating aspects of your life. So what has been holding you back? And maybe you see somebody else out in the world doing what you want to do, and you're like, I don't know if I can do that. Imposter syndrome, right? And I'm going to tell you, if you have a spark within you to do the thing, it's because it's meant for you. And the people who will come to you for support or come to you in the service that you're going to provide or the thing that you're going to do isn't the same people that'll go to them, right? So, if like, say you're a medium, and the people who come to me for mediumship aren't going to be the same people that go to you, or they'll go to you, the people who go to you aren't going to come to me, right? We need all people pulling up, right? There's going to be people that need you in a way that they'll not ever come to me. And that's okay. That's why we need all people. There's no such thing as competition. It's community, right? So we need you, step up, let's go, right? And I'm all excited. And then also on this day, Venus is going to conjunct Saturn. Now, Saturn is the killjoy of astrology. Saturn has a purpose. He's very, diligent. He's steadfast. He's responsibility, duty, structure, fear, scarcity, right? He's going to call you out when you're not doing the thing. And Saturn cuts away excess. Almost sort of see him as like a scythe going, no, you don't need that friendship. No, you don't need that belief. Oh, you think you don't need money? Okay, we'll show you that you need money. Or you're not using money wisely. Okay, we're going to show you that. And this is the aspect. Venus is what we love and value: money, beauty, aesthetics, relationships. And Saturn is a responsibility, duty, structure. Are you being true to yourself in relationships? Are the relationships you have in your life supporting you in the ways that you want them to? Now, these two signs or these two planets are still in Pisces. So it's still bringing up ways that you are holding yourself back from your dreams. what are some of the values, Venus, that are really not aligning with your purpose and your direction forward? What are you continuing to do, spending your money, doing instead of actually investing in your dreams? Like, are you being responsible with your money? This is going to bring up a lot of money shame, money trauma, big time. I'm really feeling that. So this is emphasizing commitment and stability to matters of love, relationships, money goals, and aesthetic pursuits. This conjunction conjunction means that the planets are coming together at the exact same sign, exact same degree, of Pisces. And this conjunction encourages a realistic and mature Saturn approach to romantic connections and creative endeavors, Venus. Right? So it's time to evaluate long-term viability of your relationships and your artistic pursuits and projects, seeking to build a solid foundation for future growth. So do you see how it's coming together to shore up your foundations so that your money, your values, your responsibilities are all lining up so you can build that foundation to make your dreams come to reality as these two planets, Saturn will move into Aries in 2025. That's big, 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 big. And Venus will move in shortly. So but the Saturn piece for next year, 2025, is a big year for fire and for air. Fire is about motivation, desire, spark of life, also hot, right? Increasing the temperature of this planet, our need to have more environmental responsibility, and for us all to step up in that way to take care of the earth, our planet. And then air signs is about intellect, ideas, innovation, inspiration. So it's going to be lots of technological advances and jumps in technology over the coming year. So watch out for that. On Friday, March 22nd, Mars enters Pisces. So before this, as we were in Aries season, Mars was in Aquarius. Aquarius is about humanity, the collective, innovation, ideation, bringing things to new levels of innovation. Really, it's bringing things to new levels of awareness, or taking things to the next level, right? So if you have a great idea, what can you do to make that idea even better, more efficient, really using less with more impact? That's kind of innovating. So now as Mars moves into Pisces, this is more of this energy of flowing with your intuition, of feeling your way through. Mars doesn't really like being in Pisces, right? There's not a lot of like get up and go in Pisces. It's more, does it align with your intuition? Okay, I'm motivated, right? Does it make me feel good? Okay, I'm motivated. So this can really add to more of the energy of escapism, of like, this makes me feel good, so I want to do this. And like maybe a hard work. No, Mars and Pisces don't like hard work, right? It has to really feel aligned, an aligned yes or a hell no, right? So, as Mars enters Pisces, actions are infused with sensitivity and compassion. This shift encourages more intuitive and empathic approach to pursuing goals. Embrace the opportunity to channel your energy into creative and spiritual pursuits. However, be cautious of the potential of indecision and passive aggressive tendencies. Navigate conflicts with empathy and understanding. And this transit really favors collaborative efforts and harnessing the power of imagination in your endeavors. So this is great for creativity, for intuition, for psychic downloads, for flowing with your emotions. Your emotions are going to bring you which way you want to go. Like if you really just focus into Mars and Pisces, it's really tapping into your intuition as the means of where you should go. So that's going to help. We have this Aries energy coming in with the sun of like, let's go, and initiation and bold endeavors and adventure. And it's all got to align with our egoic will to move forward. And if our egoic will is actually centered in our spirit, then it's actually our spiritual will to move forward. So it's kind of cool. Those two things are coming together. This is a great time to use those two things together. And then Saturday, March 24th, we have Venus sextile to Jupiter. This is a beautiful energy for relationships, artistic, creative endeavors, abundance, Venus forms a harmonious sextile to expansive Jupiter, bringing a sense of joy, abundance, and social interactions. This alignment enhances relationships, creativity, and financial matters. Embrace the opportunity for growth of love and artistic pursuits, things that really make your heart sing. Venus is still in Pisces, so this is this very spiritual, empathic, compassionate, wanting to connect, just wanting to flow with life. And Jupiter is in Taurus, which is about money, longevity, things that are going to last the test of time, also sensuality, right? So these can be a really beautiful time where you feel really beautiful about yourself and a great time to connect in relationships. But this energy can also predispose you to spend lots of money, right? Or overindulge a little bit because it feels so good, right? So great day to go for brunch. Just, maybe don't order the waffle with the eggs and the whatever, I mean, if you want to do what you want, really, but there'll just be this notice when you want to go into excess and have all the things versus, wait, how much does my body actually need right now? And be mindful of that bank account, because Saturn is there going, I'm going to show you if you're going to overdo it. I'm going to make sure you learn this lesson. So being mindful with kind of boundaries around things that you value, and don't go overboard from those boundaries, even when it feels really good, right? Just noticing that, because sometimes it can be a little test from the universe, right? And something to watch for next week. We start off the week with a lunar eclipse, and we're in an eclipse season, so it's in Libra. And it's going to start to really show you where your relationships, where, again, Venus rules Libra. So that Venus, Venusian thing again of like, where are you spending too much? Where are you in relationships that aren't really serving you? If you've had something that's been like a long-term relationship, are you in it because it's long-term and you feel like, oh, they know all about me? Or is it time to let that go? Because it's no longer serving, it's done. And you can say thank you for the things that are completed and send so much love and appreciation for all that's brought into your life, but it doesn't have to continue to be in your life, right? There's a difference. So that lesson is coming up. We're peeking at it this week with especially that Venus and Saturn coming together. That's going to be a bigger lesson coming up for the weeks ahead. And even sort of eclipse season, we can feel the repercussions for 6 months. So this is a time now of relationships being really challenged, and what's meant for you will stay, and what's not filling your bucket, it has to go. And that's okay, right? It doesn't have to, endings can be hard. Grief will come with every ending, and that is okay. And can we find the gratitude? Can we find the love? Can we find the reason that came in for us and thank it? Right? Thank it that we no longer are that way. We can say goodbye to those things. Same thing with money. Your relationship with money will be tested this week as well, and like for the months to come. And what can we now rediscover about ourselves and our relationship to money that feels more aligned with who we are now? Right? So wishing you the best week ahead. Please do come into the Aries workshop. I would love to see you there. We're going to be on Zoom. We're going to be interacting with everyone. We'll do the clearings. We'll do the astrology. My friend Elise and I are like fireworks together. So we are definitely, you're going to have an experience that will be life altering. That's what we want. We don't want you to go into Aries season with all this baggage and crap that you're bringing from the last zodiacal year. That's done. And let's clear that, because let's be honest, the last 3 months for many have been absolutely awful, and me included. There's just been a lot going on in my family. And I've also so thankful for all the beautiful helpers and people in my life. And I would love to know, as we're sort of wrapping up this zodiacal year, what did you love about these forecasts? If you can drop a comment below of something that you really take away from the forecast, I would love to know that, so I can do more of those things in this forecast for the next year. So thank you for being here. Happy New Year. Wishing you the best Aries season ahead and zodiacal year ahead. And I will see you next week. Bye.